Catholic Youth Ministry leaders, welcome. So great to have you here. My name is Joe Rouchet. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel, Catholic Youth Ministry Matters. Thanks again for tuning in. It's so great to have you, and I really do mean that. I'm very excited about our shoot today, our episode today. We're here at Minnehaha Falls in Minneapolis, Minnesota, one of the few cities that has a waterfall in it. So welcome and enjoy the view as we share today something very important, so very key. And actually, without you knowing this skill set, it'll be impossible for you to do ministry, because as we know, ministry is all relational. And the motto, the theme, the mantra I want to share with you today is this. Kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I'll say that again because it's so very important in relational ministry. Kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So in this episode, we're going to talk about tip number one of four tips I'll share with you in this series about how to connect with kids, how to make an appropriate relationship with them for the means of sharing the faith, building the faith. But it all begins with the connection. If you're ready, let's go. We're going to talk in this section about paralanguage, how important paralanguage is in our communication, and especially making those impressions, especially first impressions with Catholic young people. Because first impressions are lasting impressions. And it's so true. Just so you know, when you show up to that first youth night, that first faith formation night, that small group, these young people may or may not know you, but they're watching. They're wanting to know, are you safe? Are you likable? Do you seem happy? Are you approachable? Or are you frightening? So, for example, if I walk up to you and you're in my small group, and I do this, you tell me what you see. Well, Billy, it's fantastic to have you in this small group. We're going to have an exciting year together. I can't wait. I'm here for you. Anything I can do to help, just let me know. Again, it's just great to have you here. What did you hear in that? Well, if you heard the words, they all said, the words said the right thing, right? I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're in your group. I am here for you. I look forward to the year ahead. But what did you really pick up? You picked up that I was pretty bored, very disinterested, and this guy is not going to invest very well. So let's take a look at some of the gestures, some of those nonverbals that are 85% of our communication. Let's begin with our head, our face. So this is very practical. First of all, I want you to know, what does your face reflect? When people see you, what do they see? So I want to look at your eyes. We want to make sure our eyes are open, not squinting and suspicious, but open, reflecting as much light as possible. That's so important. Our eyebrows, we want those eyebrows up. We don't want our eyes squinting and our eyebrows down, because that's frightening. And nobody's going to walk up to you and want to invest in you. Thirdly, smile. There is nothing that compares with $1 million smile. So I want to encourage you with just your head, your facial features. Be aware of your eyes. Be aware of your eyebrows. Keep those up. Be aware of your smile that is up. Secondly, your tone of voice. In my example, you picked up my tone of voice is pretty boring, pretty put offish. So you want to make sure you might use a range of voice tones. Michael, so great that you're here. I am so glad to have you here. I'm looking forward to our time together. Boy, it's going to be a great night. You see the difference in that vocal tone that it makes versus what I showed you in the example that you don't ever want to do? So again, our eyes, our eyebrows, our smile, our tone. Also, what we want to be aware of is just our hands, our arms. What are we doing with those when we welcome people, especially again with those first impressions, which are lasting impressions? When you want to make a good first impression with someone, you want to go all in or all out, whatever you want to call it. So you want to use every instrument in your control, face, arms, and hands, just to extend that welcoming spirit to that young person, that they are welcomed here and that you can't wait to connect with them in a great way, and very thrilled and excited about them. So again, eyes, eyebrows, our smile, our tone, our arms, and then remember their name. That's such a big thing, just remembering their name. There's something about hearing the name that really connects with people. Thanks again for tuning in. I sure appreciate it. If you would, before you leave, do me a couple of favors. Hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so you're the first to know when I release a new video. Secondly, drop a comment. Would love to hear future topics that you'd like me to discuss or what you learned from this topic. And then lastly, I would love to come to your parish. Check out my website below for more details. But until next time, you keep your eyes fixed and keep up the mission, because you matter and Catholic Youth Ministry matters. Amen? Amen.